Do not target them, attract them. You know, I saw at the end of one of the presentations this morning, loads of people just come up and ask the speakers questions. They asked Stephen a question, they asked another guy who was over here, you there, they were asking questions. These people like, I want to know more. He didn't say, come and speak to me. Because people switch off after that. You know, work is hard enough, why make it harder? Make it fun. And if it's going to be through that whole customer experience, we're talking about touch points, it might be 7, it might be 30, but you have to have that consistency. If you're going to use the building blocks, do, but also you've got to make sure that the rest of your organisation speak the same. What is your business about? It's not IT. It's about helping businesses grow. It's not a one-stop shop. No one gives a crap if you're a managed services provider. No one cares about whether it's break-fix or whether it's a recurring services model, except for you. Because that's the internal stuff. You have to be like a swan on the top, you know, graceful, attractive. Oh, look at the swan. Not, oh my God, look at its ugly feet. So attract people. Plan for an entire customer relationship. Don't anyone goes, oh, I've done with you now, thanks very much. That's what retail's for. I call customers clients. It gets me thinking that I want them around for a while. That's why it's important from the get-go. You work out which customers you want to work with, because who wants to spend all day dealing with cruddy customers? And they're only cruddy customers because they don't fit you. They're actually somebody's brilliant customer in somewhere else. So do them a favour and give them the best possible chance to have a better respect for IT. Tell and show or walk the message. We've just worked with a client who ran a security seminar. Scared them a bit. Got over half of their monthly revenue off the back of it. I went, oh, security. It was boring, but now it's quite scary, isn't it, when I realise that my whole business is at risk. But again, we didn't kind of put on the card, but come to this event and we'll scare you. It was, come here because we know that this is important to your business. Come and have a croissant for an hour. Reveal facets of the message. Don't just, you know, who goes on a, well, this is debatable. Who goes on a first date and expects marriage at the end of it? Nobody. Lucky it's mostly men in the room then, isn't it? But you kind of have to, you know, a bit of tease. The company has to show a bit of leg in this one. Nudge. Don't force or trick. Susie and I were on the train a few weeks ago, and then someone had been to the conference. I'm sure it was the Artful Dodger out of Oliver, because he's sitting there going to the guys, right, what you do is you walk up to the guy who's standing on the stage or who's hosting the event. I mean, these guys have paid like 28 grand to stand there, not to have somebody come and sell to them. He said, you just grab their business card because they just want to get rid of you. And then what you do is you ring them later and you just trick them into thinking that they did have a conversation with you. And I'm looking at them like, this is 80s business here. Where are the braces? This is now about building relationships. But there's nothing to be ashamed of if you're selling stuff you really believe in. Attitude and action. That's the same from everybody. I showed, you know, you've got technical and sales shouting at each other like two howling cats down the neighbourhood. And actually that's really poor form. It's bad attitude, it leaves a bad smell into the culture as well. So you have to address all this because this is thinking. This isn't just talking it, this is thinking it.